Okay, for our next segment. Okay, I need to show you guys this incel content. Okay, I have to show you all this incel content. It's just too good. It's too good to not show you. I'm not an evil person. I would not deny you guys some pleasure and joy in the world. All right. So for anyone who didn't see it, this video has been making the rounds online. It is I think a college graduation ceremony, and basically the most looking motherfucker you can imagine. Just visualize that guy. Decided to get on stage and make himself look like a complete dipshit and make himself unhireable.
For the ladies present today, congratulations on an amazing accomplishment. You should be proud of all that you have achieved to this point in your young lives. I want to speak directly to you briefly because I think it is you, the women, who have had the most diabolical lies told to you. How many of you are sitting here now about to cross this stage and are thinking about all the promotions and titles you are going to get in your career? Some of you may go on to lead successful careers in the world, but I would venture to guess that the majority of you are most excited about your marriage and the children you will bring into this world. I can tell you that my beautiful wife, Isabel, would be the first to say that her life truly started when she began living her vocation as a wife and as a mother. I'm on this stage today and able to be the man I am because I have a wife who leans into her vocation. I'm beyond blessed with the many talents God has given me, but it cannot be overstated that all of my success is made possible because a girl I met in band class back in middle school would convert to the faith, become my wife, and embrace one of the most important titles of all, Homemaker.
Who just really went in and told these women who have spent tens of thousands of dollars and countless hours getting their degrees that those degrees ain't shit and that they need to just wife up.
I'm just going to say the guy's an NFL player, so this totally could just be brain damage. Like, I'm not even making a joke right now. Like, I'm being genuine right now. It could literally just be CTE. He's a kicker. They don't get CTE. Oh, so he's bitch made. Oh, so he was just born a dipshit. Got it. Okay. My apologies. Sorry. For a second, I almost excused him of his actions and tried to give him an out. Apologies.
And push babies out. This man is a professional football player. He can afford to have his wife stay at home and not work. Going to a college class and telling them that really it was diabolical what was done to you. You've been bamboozled. You shouldn't have gotten this degree. Like, does the college not understand that if you're telling people they shouldn't enroll and they should just wife up, that they're going to lose money? And the reason we are seeing birth rates decline is because most people can't afford to fucking live, let alone live on one income. Because most people aren't married to professional football players.
Yeah. Why is the TikTok sound so loud? Why? I don't understand a lot of the decisions that get made by people who upload videos on Twitter. Why? Why not just clip that section out? That shit sucks ass. And why do people remove the name of the users sometimes? They didn't do it this time, but so annoying. What if I wanted to watch more content from that person, you fucker? Moving on. I don't really have any context for this. I tried to think of a segue, but I just kind of wanted to show this cat. This is me. Okay, back to the conversation at hand. Now, I don't know if you guys saw, but the NFL Chargers recently made this Sims video where they made the characters or something in Sims, or the people in the Sims. I love how this is a universal experience, by the way, putting people in the pool and then deleting the ladder. They have a fun social media person. They actually hired a real person that actually makes Sims content. And you know that they did because this is actually well made. It's so cute. Oh, yeah, here it is. They made Mr. Harrison Butker, this guy that we just watched. They put him in the Sims style video in the kitchen. Should we really make our schedule release video in The Sims? And then here he is. Since he feels the need to tell women where they belong so much, maybe he needs someone to tell him where he belongs. The animated Los Angeles Chargers kicked Kansas City Chiefs star Harrison Butker into the kitchen Wednesday night, creatively mocking his belief that women should ditch careers for home life. Moments after the NFL released its 2024 schedule, the Chargers dropped a 3.5-minute Sims-style video that spared no one and cast their opponents as everything from clowns to criminals. At the 2:55 mark, the Chargers post showed a number 7 Chiefs player, Butker's number, toiling away in an old-fashioned kitchen, baking and cleaning and struggling with a flower arrangement. ESPN's Mina Kimes, one of the most respected football analysts on TV, used emojis of laughing tears to sum up the Chargers' Butker content. Butker recently put his powerful field goal kicking foot into his mouth with a commencement speech advocating for women to give up their careers and concentrate on spousal and motherhood duties. The speech at Benedictine College, a Catholic liberal arts school, was widely decried as sexist and misogynistic. He told female grads that their career aspirations were diabolical lies and their only real happiness will come in service of their husbands and offspring. How many of you are sitting here now about to cross the stage and are thinking about all the promotions and titles you're going to get in your careers? Some of you may go on to lead successful careers in the world. But I would venture to guess that the majority of you are most excited about your marriage and the children you will bring into this world. Read contained other polarizing. Butker's speech also contained other polarizing comments? Wait, you mean to tell me the guy that thinks that he should tell women that the most happiness they're going to experience in life is getting married and serving their husbands is also like transphobic? No. Orange guy, think of the 4 months. Fatal felony, think of the tier 1. While Butker's remarks about women and Taylor Swift inspired a very specific sort of backlash, critics had plenty to say about the other parts of his speech, too. A few details in particular have stirred up discontent. Butker criticized President Joe Biden, who is Catholic, and other unnamed Catholic leaders for pushing dangerous gender ideologies onto the youth of America, an apparent reference to transgender rights. In a swipe at LGBTQ communities, Butker encouraged graduates to have Catholic pride, but not the deadly sin sort of pride that has an entire month dedicated to it. Butker also waded into the DEI debate, saying the world around us says that we should keep our beliefs to ourselves whenever they go against the tyranny of diversity, equity, and inclusion. I mean, what do you expect when we give free rides to people to go to college because they can do sports? What did we think was going to happen? Hear me out. Maybe people going to school should be going to school because they're trying to learn and are getting rewarded for learning. Interesting. Interesting. I don't know what he studied, but he kick a ball. I bet he's not using that with the diploma. Yeah. 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 Come on, this is a mid-take. What are you talking about? That higher education shouldn't be given out to people who can play sports? And that it should be about, I don't know, education? Huh? He blamed the shooting at the KC Super Bowl parade on the people that raised children alone. Excellent. I genuinely don't know how someone still has takes like this. Like, it ain't 1955. I think he may have been dropped by as a child. Yes. Maybe a couple hundred times. Like, the US is objectively stupid for doing that. Right? This proves kickers shouldn't get free rides. Yeah. Yeah. This is anti-white racism. Exactly. Anyways. I wanted to look at this with you guys as well. Chiefs kicker Harrison Butker says Pride Month is an example of deadly sin during commencement speech. And someone, I guess, responded to his Instagram post, or one of his Instagram posts, saying, curious, or actually, it might be a different Instagram person posting that screenshot. I don't use Instagram. Saying, curious if you're still hooking up with men on the down low, or if that was just a college thing for you, because people are talking. It's kind of giving Steven Crowder. It's kind of giving Steven Crowder a little bit. Wait. I think we can just call him Butt Licker. It's only one letter off. Oh, I'm down. Butt Licker, Butker, it's same thing. And then this is finally a female student who just graduated from Benedictine College and was in the audience for his commencement speech.
All right. Well, since I have about 200 of y'all congratulating me and asking me what the fuck I was thinking during this speech, I thought I'd respond. Yeah, it was fucking horrible. Some of us did boo. Me and my roommate definitely did. There was a standing ovation from everyone in the room, except from me, my roommate, and about 10 to 15 other women. You also have to keep in mind this was at a Catholic and conservative college. So a lot of the men were like, fuck yeah. They were excited. But it was horrible. Most of the women were looking back and forth at each other like, what the fuck is going on? Like, did he just come here to speak about politics and his views on women? That's all you got for a graduation commencement speech? Are you kidding? But yeah, it was horrible. And a lot of y'all are also asking where I will be going after college. I graduated with a bachelor's in graphic design, and I will be working for a nationwide magazine company, doing layout and photography. So yeah, I'm excited for what my career brings me, and no, I'm not a fucking homemaker. Also, I'm 21, question mark. Getting married and having kids is not my ideal situation right now. So, yeah, it was definitely horrible, and it definitely made graduation feel a little less special, knowing I had to sit through that and get told I'm nothing but a homemaker. So, but thank you all for congratulating me. It means a lot. I cried a little bit reading all y'all's comments, but yeah. Love y'all.
This is the kind of dude that thinks the female orgasm is a myth. Yes, correct. Yes. Yeah, yeah. Uh, female orgasm technically does not matter. Lol. One, it matters if you don't want to get divorced. Two, no one was talking about it mattering. We were talking about him not believing it exists. So this is a bit of a self-report. You brought up a completely separate point to let us know that you struggle to make women come. That's crazy to do that. But hey, it's your life. It's your channel. Say what you want, man. Live your fucking best life, bro. If you want to tell everyone in here that you can't make women come, who am I to stop you, dude? Like, please. It's not my fault you don't use any fingers. Like, shit, man. Fuck. Caught. Incoming in 3, 2, 1. Actually, I get lead all the time. Anywho. The thing that I've never understood about these type of people, the type of people that feel the need to tell other people what their purpose in life is. If being a homemaker is so great and so amazing and so fulfilling, why do you feel the need to convince people? Like, if women seeing someone else telling them, if a video of someone telling women, hey, get a career, get a job, is so convincing, maybe your position isn't that good. It's kind of like banning socialism, banning discussing socialism. If people are becoming socialists just by hearing about it once, maybe the other thing isn't very good. If you feel like too many women are getting convinced to not rely on other people in their lives, maybe the people they're relying on should become better. And instead of bullying a different group of people into doing what you want, how about you just get better at the thing and convince people that way? An idea, a crazy idea. Also, maybe if you want people to be homemakers that actually want to stay at home, that actually want to be stay-at-home moms, maybe speak out against the capitalist hellscape that requires dual incomes just to scrape by. Yes. Also, I'm not going to be convinced by someone whose job it is to just kick a ball. Hey, this guy knows how to kick. He might be onto something. Let's listen and let's just listen, okay? Let's listen. Imagine adding that job to your resume. That would be crazy. That would be crazy. And then this kind of like goes into the whole like tradwives thing. I saw this video.
I think it's been really interesting to see how shocked people are by the term tradwife and how they seem to think it's some new way of living, like it's some unprecedented new trend. Like, have you seen these millennial and Gen Z girls? They just want to be at home with their kids. They want to have husbands and they want to take care of their husbands. They want to cook and they want to clean and they want to wear dresses. It's insane. When in reality, it's literally like the oldest lifestyle in the book. Before this, they were just called stay-at-home moms. And before that, they were just called women. But now our society has gone so far in the feminist direction that anybody who wants to live like a little bit old school and a little bit like how women used to live is fringe, right? Like an extremist. And I just think about how so many of us, since we were little, we were raised in this kind of boss babe feminist society that told us you can be so much more than just a mom. You can be so much more than just a wife. And so many of us listened and we, tried to climb corporate ladders and we boss babed so hard. Now, like, we're a little bit boss babed out. And some of us want to go a little bit more back to our roots, to our ancestors, to the women who came before us and live a little bit more, like they did. Call us crazy, but we like babies. We want to have babies. We want to spend the
Girly Pop, who is this we you're talking about?
very few years that we have of them being little with them. We like cooking. We like running a home. We like supporting our husbands and having good marriages. And yes, we also appreciate cute dresses. The audacity. So call them
Girly Pop, that is not a cute dress. Girly Pop, you look like you're wearing some mismatch between a curtain and a tablecloth. I don't know in what world you think that that's cute, but that is not it. I guarantee your ancestors would look at that and be like, What are you, cosplaying a poor person? What is this? Take that shit off.
Call them tradwives, call them stay-at-home moms, call them whatever you want. But just know that no matter how much you try and push the career and the boss babe and the feminist lifestyle onto women, there will always be women who naturally want a more traditional lifestyle, just like the billions of women who came before us.
Fucking TikTok noise, just fucking every time. Every time. So I'm gonna say something. All right. Crap. I'm just kidding. I'm just playing with you. Nah, I'm just kidding. Actually though.
Call us.
I want to read what the tweet of this says. I'm sorry, but you can't pretend that self-described tradwives aren't a reactionary thing. There is a difference between being a stay-at-home mom who has lots of kids, is a homemaker, and homeschools, and who is a self-described tradwife. Stay-at-home moms are normal. Tradwives are new. The identity of tradwife is a reactionary position that rejects women working traditional jobs and going outside. Sorry, traditional jobs as in like, I'm comparing it to streaming, excuse me, sorry. It rejects women going out to go work, and it insists that instead you would have more fun being at home and doing more traditional female work. And the reality is, people are different. All right? People are different. Not everyone wants to have kids. Not everyone wants to get married. Not everyone wants that life. Maybe you do. Stop projecting that onto everybody else. I'm also going to say something else. Stay-at-home moms are only acceptable in the tradwife worldview if they are also very attractive. Okay? Because the people that I knew that were stay-at-home moms, they didn't have time to have a fucking six-pack. They didn't have time to take care of the way that they look and have perfect makeup all the time and perfect hair all the time. You want to know why? Because they spent their time actually taking care of kids. They didn't have the money to throw away to just have somebody else take care of their kids. This is for show. Stop pretending like it's not. Okay? Stay-at-home moms are actually busy staying at home and doing shit. They don't have time to look perfect. I'm not saying stay-at-home moms look bad, to be very, very clear. All right? MILFs are very much so a category that I enjoy. But they don't do, I don't know about you guys, I didn't know any stay-at-home moms that did their makeup every day, that did a full face of makeup every day, that got their hair done very regularly, that had six-packs. I didn't know any. I'm sure that they exist and they're probably rich and that's why they exist. But like, no, they look like people. And that's because you don't have the time or money to be doing that shit. You're too busy spending your time making sure that your kids are getting good nutrition, that the house is clean, that appointments are being made, that everything is being taken care of. And you pushing this narrative, you are pushing a lifestyle that is not sustainable or feasible for anyone. And you know it's not, and you're pretending like it is. Okay? And this is also, it's interesting because conservatives don't even know how to feel. Like they go back and forth on this. Michaela Peterson, Jordan Peterson's daughter, posted this image. That is an ugly baby. I'm sorry. I don't care if that makes me a bad person. That is an ugly ass baby. Inshallah, he grows up to be more attractive because currently it is terrifying to look at him. Anyways, I didn't even look at the baby earlier when I saw this photo. But people got mad because they're like, why isn't the baby the focus of the image? Why are your breasts the focus of the image? You're just another harlot. And it's like, I thought you wanted women to have kids, but now they're doing it wrong. They're not having kids the way you want them to. Half note, thank you for the 7 months. The red pill fail boats have been dunking on this photo since Sunday. You have to love the lose-lose world that they've created for women that they disdain. Leave your family and take everything he has, whore. Never get married and you just sleep around, whore. Post a nice picture of you, of yourself as a loving and dedicated mother and wife on Mother's Day, whore. And it really is just pathetic. It's just pathetic. So even when you try and live up to the trad lifestyle, there are people that still are going to hate you because you're not doing it the way that they want you to do it. You have to be attractive and have a six-pack and the most toned body, but you're not allowed to show it off. What are you, a whore? I know you spent a lot of time working for it, but God, have some fucking modesty. What? It sounds like you just want women to do what you want them to do, and that's it. Hey, man, okay, if it was my world, I would also make some changes around here. You better believe I would, but I don't go around saying it out loud like an insane person. What are you doing? What? Are you okay? Are you safe? And I think also a lot of these women, what's often forgotten is, and this might not be a very universal experience. This might be more towards people who've had an experience similar to me. But I was not told by media to be a girl boss. I don't remember getting that. I mean, I watched a lot of cartoons, and that doesn't really like relate to real life very much. Most of the pressure to be a job and be self-sufficient was actually from my mom. And my mom's personal regrets about being exclusively a stay-at-home mom and not being able to pursue anything that she wanted to pursue. And in my experience, when I've spoken to other women, they've more or less all said the same thing, that it was their mothers who told them to get into education, to get into higher education, to learn how to take care of themselves so that when they need to, or if they need to leave, or if they want to pursue other things, they don't have to ask for somebody else's position or permission, excuse me. But you staying at home right now? Yeah, but I have a degree, so I'm allowed to. Okay. It's okay. Caught. That baby need help. My mom was lucky and she got a degree when we went to school, only because uni was free though, thank God. My grandma, who's a stay-at-home mom in the 50s, said the same thing. Yep. And it's the same. It's like, it's really not like a crazy thing to say that like mothers who didn't get to pursue all of their dreams are telling their daughters, hey, you want to be self-reliant. I didn't realize how important this was, or I didn't even have the ability to do this. You need to do this. And even in instances, and I'm not even talking about instances of like abusive households where women are actively being physically abused and they have to leave and they don't have a degree and they spent all their time trying to focus on being a good stay-at-home mom. And now they have no way out. I'm not even talking about those women, okay? I'm talking about women who just like, they don't make any money and they don't make the financial decisions around the house. So they have to ask their husbands, hey, I know you just made whatever amount of money. I want to go to college. I want to get a degree. Like the kids are like 16 or something, and I really want to pursue this thing. And now they have to ask their husband's permission to pay for their tuition. Kind of bars really quickly right there. Being completely reliant on someone else, and then they tell you no, you don't get to spend the money this way. It's like, what? And having your work constantly be devalued is not like something anyone should live through at all. Not looking at baby. My parents couldn't afford to stay at home even in the 50s. My grandma did because she was disabled and they struggled. My mom was teaching me that since day one. As a guy also, do shit around the house. Women don't exist to be maids. I mean, yeah. Yeah. It's just not, it's like, dare I bring up this image? I don't know what this post is. This post is like, I almost said something bad. This is just like, I assume that this is bait. I just assume this is a bait post. Need I remind everyone about lobotomies? Like, girly pop, I know you think feminism is ruining your life, but prior to this, you would have been a child bride and then lobotomized later in life because you were so depressed. Girly pop, you want the ability to get a divorce. You want to be able to leave the house if you want to. Okay? And I'm going to say something else, okay? I'm going to say something even further. This, obviously, we're saying we know that feminism benefits stay-at-home moms, but I want to say something else as well. You can't, or people are not going to respect your labor if you have no other options. You being a stay-at-home mom with no education, it's like, yeah, what else are you going to do? Oh, you're going to go get a job? Okay, sure. Oh, my labor isn't actually respected at all around here, huh? Oh, okay. But guess what? When you can literally say, yeah, actually, I do at least 40 hours of labor in this house a week. I should be entitled to be able to make some financial decisions around here. I understand you're the one going outside and working a real job, but I don't have to do this. We can hire maids or cleaning people or homemakers or nannies. I'm not. If you're not going to value my labor and you're saying, no, I'm not going to pay for your tuition, I'm not going to pay for your college, I don't think you've earned that vacation or whatever. Okay, well, I'm just going to go get a real job and pay for it myself, and then you can pay for nannies. Right? Were lobotomies a common practice back in the day in America? I mean, yeah, sadly, yeah. That and like a whole lot of drugs. So anyways, even if you are very pro stay-at-home moms and you think that that's what women should do, women have more bargaining power to be happy as stay-at-home moms when they have the ability to go outside and work real jobs. So it benefits everyone. It really does. And I don't know about anyone in here. Maybe you guys saw it, maybe you didn't. But there have been a lot of mothers, a lot of stay-at-home moms who have not had their labor respected or valued. Who just like, that's expected. Oh, yeah, a clean house, that's expected. Yeah, obviously. What are we going to live in a dirty house? Oh, food every day, breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Yeah, that's expected. What are we going to have? Frozen meals? Yeah, the toilet paper rolls just magically appear in my house, of course. And you kind of, it's like trash collection services. You don't notice trash collection services when they're well maintained, but you notice it when there's garbage piling up on every fucking freeway in every street. And then it's like, wow, it looks like shit around here. Why are we not cleaning this shit up? It's the same thing. It's like if your labor at home is not going to be valued if that's how it feels like it should be. And once it stops happening, you're like, oh, wow, that's a lot of labor. I mean, how many people in here live by themselves or moved out and lived by themselves for a period of time? It's a lot of work, man. Maintaining all of your own appointments, maintaining all of the necessities in your household, like toilet paper, paper towels, face wash, body wash, shampoo, conditioner, razors, all the shit that you need. Soap. Did I say soap? I don't remember. There's a list of things that constantly need to be stocked up, and you have to have them. Doing chores, laundry, dishes, cleaning the floor, like cleaning the messes, folding your clothes. Don't even get me started on fucking cooking. Oh my God. Do not get me started on cooking. Jesus. It's like tens of hours a week. Tens of hours. And if you're not going to be valued for that labor, why stay at home? If you're just going to be taken advantage of and not respected. And it's like, yeah, well, why should you spend the money? I go out and work, like earn it. Why should you be able to spend it for your own recreational purposes? Because I'm trading my labor so that you can have a better life? Question mark? Mayor Cat, what's wrong? Yes. I learned this when I started to date, late 30s, early 40s. Women, they get to that breaking point and they just say, fuck it. I don't care what I lose. I want a life. Yeah. I mean, just think about it. How would you feel if you felt like you put in so much effort into trying to make a household better for your family? And what do you get for it? You get disrespected. And when you say, hey, like, I've been really tired and I've been really exhausted lately. I want to go like get my nails done and go get my hair done. And it's like, ooh, that's going to be kind of expensive. You kind of don't need that, honey. You don't need it. It's like, but I want to. But I feel like I deserve it. You get to go to the bar with your friends. I feel like I deserve it. And you have no recourse for when you're told no. We already did this. Women were on every drug to try and escape the fact that their lives sucked. Like, not cooking is goated. I call skill issue on you. Listen, I love cooking. It just takes forever. And it makes so many dishes. That's my problem with cooking. If you want to eat like a nice meal, it's like an hour. If you want to eat a meal, it's like 15 minutes. But like, you ever made lasagna? Oh my God. It's just lasagna. How is it taking this? Like, you got to boil the pasta. You got to make the meat sauce. You got to fucking layer it and then put it in the oven. It's an hour. It's an hour to cook. And even if you clean while you're cooking, that's still an hour of work. Check the 1950s to 1960s spousal murder rates and mysterious poison deaths. A shocking surprise. When women weren't allowed to divorce and then get a job, you should look at poisoning rates. Interesting that you talk about that.